Well, it's a new year and a time for new beginnings, and that includes your wallet. But that's not always as easy as it sounds. So to help, I'm joined by Karen Lee. She's the author of It's Just Money. Why does it cause so many problems? She's also a certified financial advisor. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right. So it is the new year. A lot of people thinking about their finances.
Yep.
So when trying to sort out our money issues, where is the best place to start?
Amazingly, Randy, the best place to start is with being honest with yourself. And this is tough for a lot of...
Yeah, I was going to say.
When it comes to money, people love to stay in denial. And so really being honest, and what I recommend is put it down on paper. So to start with, you need to, of course, the word every American hates, budget. So you need to start looking at the budget, how much income comes in, and add up the monthly and annual spending. And I will tell you, in my practice, this is where I get the most resistance. People don't want to add it up and come clean with what they spend. And then the next is add up all your debt. And again, people know they've got this on this card and this on that, but they haven't added it all up. I once had an older woman come to see me. She said, I have $5,000 or $6,000 in debt. When she added it all up, it was $28,000. So add it all up and then add up all your savings account and write it down.
That's one way to be honest, for sure. When you see it on paper, you know.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. So in terms of the debt, since you mentioned it, I mean, that's certainly the hardest part to figure out. How do we lower it?
It is.
Once you see it on paper.
Right. Well, the first thing is take a look at that number and ask yourself, is this insurmountable? If it is, you're going to probably need to seek debt consolidation help. If it's surmountable and you know you can get that number down, but it might look like it's going to take 5+ years, I'm going to recommend looking at ways to increase your income. Get a second job, even if it might just be for a short period of time. If you haven't had a raise for 3 years, go in and ask for a raise, and anything you get, put it straight towards the debt. You might consider in the evening trying to gain some new skills so that you can increase your income earning ability.
Some online learning.
Yeah. Now, if you are overspending still, of course, get a budget. And if you're just seeing that you're not saving enough, challenge yourself to increase the amount that you automatically save. So many people just save up to the match of their company 401k. Go up 1 or 2% every quarter and see if you can adjust to that.
All right, that's good advice. Okay, so, but what about somebody who says, you know, they're listening and they say, well, but I think I've been doing everything right, you know, and it's still not. They're still not getting on track.
Or they start every year with the same resolution.
Yeah, and they break it.
And they can't.
Just like going to the gym.
Exactly.
So what do those people
At this point, I think you have to fess up that you need some help. And what you're going to need to talk about is, are you repeating old habits and behaviors that you can't quit on your own? If that's the case, start with possibly seeing a certified financial planner. You might want to see a certified money coach. And last but not least, and people always laugh when I bring this up, but you might have to go to therapy, because people...
Financial therapy? Or
well, go to a therapist who has a specialty in money issues. As you know, in my book, I talk about all the time, people have these deep-seated connections with money, and sometimes the smartest people around just can't break those
Sometimes
habits.
it's hard, too, because if you're married, you and your spouse might have different ideas about how to get back on track.
That's right.
And you have to come together on it,
and if one person won't, the other one says, why should I?
Yeah, or one's a spender and then the other one can't rein him or her in.
That's tough and the cause of many divorces.
Yeah, I know you know all about that, not personally, but just from your book.
Right.
So, all right, Karen, thank you very much. Great tips.
Great to be here, Randy.
Nice to see you. Social media playing